Alright, I guess this is part two. Part two. The slave master just cut me off on my own tablet. Well, nothing is mine, right? According to Schwab. Unbelievable. It's like, that's the only reason I like this tablet. I mean, like, I won it in a lottery at Bronx Works, like. And this is the only one that allowed me to record more than half an hour. I got like a camera, photo camera. I got, everything. This shit too. I think this shit too. I gotta just reset it to factory settings because, yeah, it still got nice 125 um, gigabyte. So I guess I could fit in this. I don't know. This shit is so heavy. It's a Samsung and it's a piece of shit. I was the other day in the park and it wasn't even hot. It was a little bit like, the sun wasn't even hitting. So this shit was like shut itself off and I lost like 2 hours of video. I was like, okay. I was like, this crack is, white boy magic. Damn white boy magic. It's like I don't know. And now it's like I got to 56 minutes and like I think what I'm gonna be doing probably is gonna be like stopping and pausing it and whatever. It's actually kind of like fool the algorithm or something. I don't even know what they put in that. I don't even know. It used to even have like little filters before you upload to YouTube. They used to have like Technicolor and stuff, which was really cool. They used to have bubbles. They used to have bubbles. Like they used to have like all these filters, and it's like, oh, a software upgrade, a software upgrade. Yeah. I mean, YouTube don't want to invest nothing, nothing. It gave me hope. It gave me hope. I hope they're having financial troubles. That's what it seemed like. That's what it seemed like. They don't even like the long videos. They don't like to host long videos and stuff like that. But what happened? Don't you have like super duper AI and super duper nano technology that you can feed? I don't know. That's the only thing. I kind of like the only thing I kind of enjoy. The archiving, whatever. For how long? For how long? But it's not the problem. That's not the point. Also, archiving. It's like always my motivation is like because it only take one. It only take one charismatic leader that actually have a backbone and it's not for sale no matter what. But you never know, and that's usually hard to pinpoint. What I mean, there's many factors why somebody do a 180. I mean, like myself, I come from like nothing, literally nothing. Bimbo. I know nothing. So like, I didn't know what to read in the newspapers. Like I just started reading and like, what the hell is this? I never had nobody say, like, hey, this is a good columnist. Or I don't know. It's like every time I'm like, oh. So I got uninterested about that. I mean, a lot of people, I guess that's why it was considered to be, you know, stupid or something, because we don't know what to read. We don't know what to read, and like the books. I mean, I ended up reading the Vampire Chronicles, like I said. It's like I ended up reading. Oh my God! There's a huge like SUV, NYPD SUV coming down the hill. really fast. Come on. There's people jogging and everything. Like, why they have to? Well, whatever. I was gonna show you. I mean, I'm telling you, people on foot, we got nothing. We got nothing. And their own mother and grandmother, their own food. And they will run them over too. You know, unbelievable. And anyway, so well, to me, I guess it was Malcolm X. I guess I still consider myself Malcolm X. I don't have him today. I'm telling you, I got so exhausted last night doing laundry. Oh my god, because I only do laundry once a year. Because, people are stupid, and I'm not a feminist. I'm not gonna go into a place thinking like, oh, I deserve everything. Yes, I'm gorgeous. I'm this, whatever. I know. It's like I know where I live at. I know, but like I try to avoid any situation that might deviate my energy from where I want to put my energy into, whatever energy that might be. So I only go once a year. So I was, I found another shopping cart, the same size, humongous, and there's nothing wrong with it, and they threw it away. The other shopping cart I have, I found, that one was in my building. They threw it outside my building. Like the people, it was like ready for recyclable. That was like 15 years ago or more. It got like a little bit, to close it on one side you cannot close it, but you still can still squeeze it in the kitchen cabinet, and nothing wrong. So I say, okay, it's a sign from God. You find another one, like now I'll go with two, the largest size shopping cart, the one that you like pulling, whatever, and on top of that, they got two humongous. No, it was a hamper, just a hamper on top of that. Because I put the blankets and everything in the shopping cart straight up, and then I put the hamper, and then the laundry bag is like this laundry bag. So, like on the second floor, this gay guy, it's like such a cliche, muscles everywhere, like, like, oh my god, like, are you serious? I mean, like, the more gaping they are, the more, I don't know, it's like shit never fail, Anyway, so the door opened. I was like, you say that's okay, like, of course it's okay, bitch. It's like, where am I gonna put you in the elevator? And I noticed, when I got off, I noticed that the elevators, both elevators went to the 20th floor or something. It was like, whoa, they was going up. They passed their floor. I saw, as I was trying to, I took one shopping cart to the laundry mat, to the laundry room, and then I came back for the other. I got to be like, oh my god, it was such a operation. So the gay guy, finally arrived like 10 minutes later. I was like, oops, and I was still, that's my nature. That's my nature to say, okay, what machines you gonna use? Say, oh, I go use these ones. Oh, okay, good. I want to try to get one of the super large ones, because that's the ones that I like, because I stuff them all the way, and I put, I put a lot of detergent. in the especially in the pre-wash, you know. In the pre-wash, you take all the shit out, and it's good. And it's good. They're industrial. And people say, don't fill them up. I'm like, what do you mean don't fill them up? I always been doing that, you know. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna get, I think it's like 3 something, 375, something like that. Shit, it's like I'm gonna get my monies, and you know, I had before my Costco membership expired, I bought like 6 bottles of, you know, the big jugs of you know, detergent, and it's supposed to be organic and like whatever, and I think it kind of it is, you know, because I mean I don't feel like, because I rinse my hands no matter what thoroughly. I try not to touch it. I was like, you know, get always a rag, you know, around, you know. It's like, because you never know what that is, you know. Like my maternal grandma, you know, she always used to have a gold ring, and one time it's like she did not take it off, whatever, and she got a little bit of detergent there. She was never able to wear another ring on that finger. It was always like some weird. So it was like, I'm always like, okay, I don't know, you know, because you got to. It's not only about, you know, reading and or watching or listening, or you have to internalize it thoroughly. And I always known that. I always see like, wow, it's like, you know, I always imagine like an onion, you know. You know, they go like, you know, the epidermic, whatever, the you know, the whole thing. But they're already here. Let me put it on pause and give him some crumbs. Okay, where was I? Yeah, we'll talk about laundry detergent. Oh my god, it used to that shit used to be itching me so much, you know. When I used to use like regular detergent, I was like, what the hell is this? It's like hours later, I'm still like, my hands itching. You know, because you know you have to know, you know, what's, you know, the law of the land, right? And the law of the land is Malthusianism. Malthusianism? What did I say that? You know, Robert Malthus. But if you look him up, they say, oh no, he's an economist. He was like, you know, whatever, you know. That's why, you know, Bill Clinton, you know, he got away with, you know, saying that the Piggly Wiggly, whatever, Robert Wiggly, whatever, Quigley, the Piggly Wiggly, Quigley, you know, he's like, they have it on a video, you know, when he was campaigning, you know, oh, he's the greatest of the greatest, you know. So, you know, Malthusianism is like, Robert Malthus used to say, you know, just like, well, we need, you know, we need to create plagues because, you know, we have to beware of the population because it might run out of control, you know, and we're overpopulated, you know. He was one of the the leading voices on overpopulation and climate and save the planet. And yes, unfortunately, to save the planet, to save, you know, all the animal species, we gotta get rid of the human species in a severe way, you know. Like, just to say that, you know, like, you know, there is a video of the wife, the husband of Elizabeth, you know, saying, I want to come back as a virus. Bitch, you're a virus already. What are you talking about? You know, so I can, you know, save the planet. I mean, unbelievable, you know, saying those things, you know, because it's kind of like what Anne Rice was talking about in her books, you know, how they also, you know, the vampires forget. sometimes. And they spill the beans, you know, or they allowed to be seen with, with the blood and stuff. I'm telling you, that bitch was like, oh my god, it's like, I knew people, they fell in love with those characters. Lestat, our man, oh my god, my friend, she was like, oh my god, it's so hot. She was like, whatever. It was like, I was like, always like, I mean, what attracted me was the historic references. You know, when I think it was Marius go to Kiev. I never even really heard about Kiev or Kev. They call it Kev. No, Kiev. They call it Kiev. I don't know. I never heard of that. You know, it's like I think I got like some history class from that. You know, and I mean it is just like crack for me. It's crack. You know, it's like talking about history and whatever, and I mean just I don't know. It's always been since I was little. You know, because I'm like I want to know what happened before this. You know how we got into this climate controlled bubble. You know, it's crazy. It is just cray. So I've been also watching. I watch all kinds of shit. You know, I was watching the Christians. Talk about Babylon and Nimrod and I mean like because I mean the most of the crackers they can read really well, because first of all, it's their language, right? It's a language that they create, and it's like, you see how it's like, for me, it's impossible not to move my lips, but for them, it's like they can speak English, they can speak like, because that's when they was in the caves in Northern Europe. Every little ounce of energy had to be saved. Imagine in the caves, buried in shit. I mean, like, it's, I mean, eating each other like roaches. Yeah, I just learned that. That roaches eat each other when they die. But when they die, I don't know. I mean, these ones, they don't, they don't know. They like him fresh. They like oh my god, I can't believe I just say that. Oh my god. Because I got an image like, the vivero. I don't know how they say that in English. Vivero. There used to be one here by 207th Street. And I didn't know when they closed. And that was strong smell. You used to go like the chickens right there. You say, I want that chicken. Oh my god, just remembering there was a clip from Oprah where some Becky was saying, oh, my sister, she was, how did she was saying, my sister was, what she said? I don't know, like selling babies. She was getting pregnant to give them there. I think it kind of helped me a little bit to internalize it. Also, when Cappy said like, bitches are selling their babies for favors and money. I was like, and well, actually it started with a friend of mine sending me a video of 85-year-old Congress woman, whatever that is. 'Cause I don't understand how a woman can be. So it's an hour and a half, tribute for Harper's Bazaar. Two, you won't believe this. I was in Megan Thee Stallion. And that's when I was like, okay, so I didn't, because I wanted to hear it for myself. I never, I'm not the one to be like a rumor or whatever.